You can't talk to me, I'm no angel. I made my way with a gun under the table. I'm my own man, I'm what made me. Don't forget who I am when you see me.
My musical background was, I come from a very traditional, Irish traditional family, so traditional music is a big part of my life. I started playing the fiddle when I was 5. I was put into that when I was 5. So, and then I found the guitar after that, and I never looked back after that. So I've been playing the guitar since I was about 14 or 15, I think. Yeah.
'Cause I'm not your slave now. Your expectations don't talk to me as if you school my inspirations. 'Cause I am my own man. I'm what made me. Don't forget who I am when you see me.
No, I played in a band. I wanted to, when I was playing the acoustic, I was writing songs, and then I wanted to get into a band and get what I had in my head out, because I couldn't do it just on my own. So I started a band and went in Glasgow, and we had, you know, I got what I needed to get out of my head, so it was a bit rockier, a bit heavier, a little bit, you know, more melodic guitar sounds and stuff like that there. And yeah, and then I decided to go back to the acoustic, so.
There's a world outside just waiting for you. What would you be? Yeah, yeah. Why do we fall so we can learn to stand up? Oh, stand up tall.
Long. I stopped playing music for ages, and then because I got bogged down in you know, paying bills and stuff, and I started working then, and then I stopped playing music for ages, and then one day I just decided that I'd give it all up and just go out busking and start playing again. And I was busking for maybe only 6 months, maybe, or so, and that was 3 years ago, I think, and now I'm here.
For what? Someone will say well done, someone will say good job. Yeah, this is not for me. You don't need no one to hold my hand through this quest of life. See if I am wrong, or begrudge me if I'm right.
Well, what happened was I was busking one day, and I was going to go home, and I decided to stay on for another hour. Myself and the fellow who was playing with me, and we stayed on for another hour, and we had a bit of a crowd around, and then I was picking up, you know, the money at the end, and there was a card in my case, and it said "ring me" on the back of it, and so I rang him, and he's my manager, and it just kicked off from there. So he put me into festivals, and everything just spawned from there. I got a record deal, and yeah, it's been a whirlwind, absolutely.
The knowledge is in my head, and these stories about too long, intriguing my friend. But why don't you piece what you can say? That thing at the back of your mind, that thing that's hacking away every day and every night.
I love being on stage. I'm more comfortable on stage, I think. I hate interviews. I'm more comfortable on stage. You know, you're a persona on stage. You know, so you can really get into the music and really give the energy. Once there's energy between us on stage, then you know, people on you know, that's watching us feels the energy, and the energy's coming back, and there's nothing like it. It's the best drug in the world.
I've all lost to find my way, till I'm standing in that dark with the one hand holding on tonight and one today.
Well, I wrote the album in 4 days. I tell you, I had maybe 2 songs on this album, and then I needed to get we needed to get an album out, so I went away up to a little place, a cottage up in Donegal called Glencullen and I wrote about 6 songs in 4 days that made the album, because I didn't have anything before that, you know. So yeah, and then I recorded it in 2 weeks. So yeah, it was a mad time. It's a mad time. So it was quick, but it really worked out. Obviously, I'm here.
I got a wish that's running out the door. I can't catch it, I'm running out of time. It was up to me and I thought the ground could move a mile before I walked it. Now I stand alone, leaving all I know in an empty house a mile behind.
The studio, it was because it was all brand new. I didn't really know what the songs needed, so it was kind of like, you know, oh, that sounds good. Let's try that, or let's put this in, and you know, and so it was more. The songs were more developed in the studio over the span of 2 weeks, you know. So. And as you know, as all the festivals and all the gigs grew, then so did the songs. After we recorded, you know, the songs grew. Then I knew actually what I needed in the songs and stuff. So the studio atmosphere was tense because I didn't know what was needed, but it worked out in the end, you know, definitely.
Banging my head against the wall. There's nothing without you. No, no.
Yeah, I'd improvise all the time. I mean, while doing this, I did, you know, now I have a little more time to work on new songs and get out and play them and let them mature themselves, and then I know, get into the studio, they're easy to record then, you know, because I know what they're like. But yeah, it was definitely an intense 2 weeks of trying to find out what the sound was, and hopefully I got it.
Making my point to an empty